Hello students, myself Nimbalkar SM. Today we learn Maharashtra State Board 12 Physics Part 1st, Chapter 2nd, Mechanical Properties of Fluids. In this chapter, as an introduction, we study states of matter. We know that there are three states of matter. Number one, solid. Solid has definite shape and size. So examples ice, rock, stone. Number two, liquid. The liquid does not have any fixed shape. Example water, milk. Third one is gas. Gas also does not have any fixed shape and size. Example is air. These three states of matter are seen in this diagram. Before starting this chapter, we must know the term fluid. What is meant by fluid? A fluid means a substance that can flow. फ्लुइड म्हणजे जे सबस्टन्स फ्लो होतात ते फ्लुइड असतात. ज्या तीन स्टेट्स आपण बघितल्या सॉलिड, लिक्विड आणि गॅस, यामधील लिक्विड आणि गॅस हे फ्लो होतात म्हणून कंबाइनली लिक्विड आणि गॅसला फ्लुइड म्हटलं जातं. सो लिक्विड अँड गॅसेस कलेक्टिव्हली आर कॉल्ड फ्लुइड्स. A fluid either has no rigidity or its rigidity is very low. फ्लुइडला rigidity नसते किंवा rigidity ही खूप कमी असते. A fluid is a substance that deforms continually under the action of an external force. फ्लुइड हा सबस्टन्स आहे की जो डिफॉर्म होतो under the action of external force. Here the term deform means change in shape and size when force is applied. A fluid is a phase of matter that includes liquid, gases and plasma. फ्लुइड ही एक मॅटरची फेज आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये लिक्विड, गॅसेस आणि प्लाझ्मा इन्क्लूड होतात. सो हिअर क्वेश्चन arises that what is plasma? Plasma is one of the four fundamental states of matter. Here before this we have studied three states: solid, liquid and gases. So plasma is four fundamental states of matter. It consists of gas of ions, free electrons and neutral atom. Air, water, flow duct, toothpaste, etc. are some common examples of fluid. एअर, वॉटर, फ्लो डक्ट, टूथपेस्ट हे काही एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत फ्लुइडचे. अजूनही काही आपल्याला सांगता येते. मोल्टन लावा इज ऑल्सो अ फ्लुइड. A fluid flows under the action of a force or a pressure gradient. Fluid हे under the action of force flow होतं. Then we study an ideal fluid properties. There are four properties. Number one, it is incompressible. Means its density is constant. Fluid ची density ही constant असते. Number two, its flow is irrotational. Means its flow is smooth. There are no turbulences. Turbulences means disturbances in the flow. फ्लो हा स्मूथ असतोय, तिथं कुठलाही डिस्टर्बन्सेस फ्लो मध्ये नसतोय, म्हणजेच इरोटेशनल असतो. It is non-viscous. There is no internal friction in the flow. फ्लो मध्ये कुठलंही इंटरनल फ्रिक्शन नसते, म्हणजेच फ्लुइड हॅज नो विस्कॉसिटी. फ्लुइडला विस्कॉसिटी नसते. नंबर फोर, its flow is steady. Flow is steady means its velocity at each point is constant in time. प्रत्येक पॉइंटला velocity ही constant असते. Then difference between solid and fluid. सॉलिड आणि फ्लुइड मधला डिफरन्स. Solids can be subjected to shear stress and normal stress. सॉलिड हे shear stress आणि normal stress ला subject करू शकतात. Solids oppose the shear stress either by developing a restoring force, which means that the deformations are reversible. Solid हे shear stress ला oppose करतात by developing a restoring force. त्याच्यामध्ये restoring force develop करून shear stress ला oppose करतात. म्हणजेच काय? Deformations are reversible. Deformations are reversible म्हणजे if you apply the force, then there is a change in shape and size. If the force is removed, then the body regains its original dimension. So deformations are reversible. They require certain initial stress before they deform and start flowing. त्यांना एक इनिशियल स्ट्रेसची गरज असते डिफॉर्म होण्याच्या पूर्वी and start flowing. Ideal fluids can only be subjected to normal compressive stress. Here normal compressive stress called pressure. Most fluid offer a very weak resistance to deformation. Most of fluid हे deformation ला weak resistance offer करतात. Real fluids display viscosity and so are capable of being subjected to low levels of shear stress. Real fluid viscosity displays करतात and are capable being subject to low level of shear stress. Next, properties of fluid. Number 1, they do not oppose deformation. They get permanently deformed. Deformation ला oppose करत नाही. त्याच्यामुळं permanently deformed राहतात ते. Number 2, they have ability to flow. Fluid हे flow होतात ती त्यांची ability आहे. Number 3, they have ability to take the shape of the container. फ्लुइड ज्या कंटेनर मध्ये फिल केलं जातं त्याचा शेप घेण्याची त्याची ॲबिलिटी असते. सो फ्लुइड exhibits these properties because it cannot oppose a shear stress when in static equilibrium. फ्लुइडला ह्या प्रॉपर्टीज असतात कारण shear स्ट्रेसला फ्लुइड अपोज करत नाही ज्यावेळी ते स्टॅटिक इक्विलिब्रियम मध्ये असते त्यावेळी. It is commonly used as a synonym for liquid only without any reference to gas. Commonly liquid साठी fluid हा synonym म्हणजे समानार्थी वापरला जातोय. There is no reference of gas. So for that we take the example. Brake fluid is hydraulic oil. Actual fluid means combined liquid and gas. But here this fluid is used as a synonym for liquid. So brake fluid is hydraulic oil and will not perform its required function if there is gas in it. This colloquial use of the term is also common in the fields of medicine and nutrition. For example, take plenty of fluids. हा जो colloquial use आहे या टर्मचा तो मेडिसिन आणि न्यूट्रिशनच्या फील्डमध्ये सुद्धा वापरला जातोय. टेक प्लेंटी ऑफ फ्लुइड्स. फ्लुइड्स ॲट अ रेस्ट. फ्लुइड्स रेस्टला असतानाचा जो स्टडी आहे तो एका ब्रांच मध्ये केला जातोय. त्या ब्रांचला म्हटलं जातं हायड्रोस्टॅटिक्स. The branch of physics which deals with the properties of fluid at a rest is called hydrostatics. Here hydro means fluid असेल आणि statics म्हणजे रेस्ट. फ्लुइड रेस्टला असताना जो स्टडी होतोय त्याला म्हटलं जातं हायड्रोस्टॅटिक्स. So for that we have to study the term pressure. So what is the definition of pressure? The normal force exerted by a fluid at rest per unit surface area of contact is called the pressure of the fluid. फ्लुइड रेस्टला असताना पर युनिट सरफेस एरिया जो फोर्स एक्झर्ट करतं फ्लुइड त्या टर्मला म्हणायचं प्रेशर. सो वी हॅव टू राईट द फॉर्म्युला फॉर द प्रेशर. P is equal to F upon A. A fluid at rest exerts a force on the surface of the contact. फ्लुइड जे रेस्टला आहे ते कॉन्टॅक्ट जे सरफेस आहेत त्याच्यावरती फोर्स एक्झर्ट करतं. The surface may be a wall or the bottom of an open container of the fluid. मग हे जे सरफेस आहे तो वॉल असेल किंवा ओपन कंटेनर ऑफ द फ्लुइड त्याचा जो बॉटम आहे त्याच्यावरती फोर्स एक्झर्ट केला जातोय. फ्लुइड एक्झर्टिंग नॉर्मल फोर्स ऑन व्हर्टिकल सरफेस and normal force on a horizontal surface. फ्लुइड नॉर्मल फोर्स एक्झर्ट करतं व्हर्टिकल सरफेस वरती सुद्धा आणि हॉरिझॉन्टल सरफेस वरती सुद्धा. As fluids do not have definite shape and volume. याच्यापूर्वी आपण बघितलं की फ्लुइड म्हणजे लिक्विड आणि गॅसेस आणि लिक्विड आणि गॅसेसला डेफिनेट शेप आणि व्हॉल्यूम नसतंय. So it is convenient to use the quantities pressure and density rather than force and mass when studying hydrostatics and hydrodynamics. हायड्रोस्टॅटिक आणि हायड्रोडायनामिक्स स्टडी करत असताना प्रेशर आणि डेन्सिटी या टर्म फोर्स आणि मासच्या ऐवजी यूज करणं कन्व्हिनियंट होतं. An object having small weight can exert high pressure if its weight acts on a small surface area. ज्या ऑब्जेक्टचं वेट स्मॉल असतंय ते हाय प्रेशर एक्झर्ट करतं if its weight acts on a small surface area. Let us see by this example. A force of 10 Newton acting on 1 centimeter square results in a pressure of 10 Newton per meter square. So pressure P is equal to F upon A. Here force is of 10 Newton. So let us substitute F is equal to 10 Newton. Area 1 centimeter square. So 1 centimeter is converted into meter square. It becomes 1 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Therefore pressure is equal to 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. On the other hand, the same force of 10 Newton while acting on an area of 1 meter square exert a pressure of only 10 Newton per meter square. Here pressure is equal to force upon area. Force remains same. First केस मध्ये सुद्धा 10 न्यूटनच फोर्स होता. सेकंड केस मध्ये सुद्धा 10 न्यूटनच फोर्स होता. Only area changes. In first case area 1 centimeter square means smaller area. In second case area 1 meter square. So pressure is 10 Newton per meter square. If you compare these two pressures, so in first condition pressure is 10 raised to 5 Newton meter raised to minus 2 and in second case pressure is 10 Newton meter raised to minus 2. Here area is small, pressure is greater. In second case area is greater, pressure is less. So we prove this statement by this example. An object having small weight can exert high pressure if its weight acts on a small surface area. So let us see the dimensions and units of the pressure. SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Another unit is Pascal. 1 Newton per meter square is equal to 1 Pascal. Dimension of pressure is L raised to minus 1, M raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. This dimension can be found out by the formula pressure is equal to force upon area, and this is studied in previous standard. Pressure is a scalar quantity. Other common units of measuring pressures of a gas are bar and torr. Other common units सुद्धा pressure साठी वापरले जातात ते म्हणजे bar and torr. There is a relations for bar, torr and hectopascals. 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 4 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. 1 torr is equal to 133.322 Pascal. 1 hectopascal means 1 HPa is equal to 100 Pascal. 1 Newton weight is about 100 gram mass if G is equal to 10 meter per second square. Their point is noted that 1 Newton weight हे 100 ग्रॅम मास इतकं असेल जर ग्रॅव्हिटी ही 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वेअर असेल त्यावेळी. Next, we have to find out the pressure due to liquid column. So for that, consider this figure. In this, we take the container and there is water is filled in this container. So here we consider this imaginary cylinder. So AB, the cross-sectional area of imaginary cylinder. Rho is the density of the liquid. जे लिक्विड आपण या कंटेनर मध्ये घेतले त्याची डेन्सिटी रो आहे. H height of the imaginary liquid. F is equal to mg. This is the force exerted by liquid column due to its weight. Therefore, the pressure P exerted by the liquid column on the bottom of the cylinder. जो इमॅजिनरी सिलेंडर आपण हा कन्सिडर केला आहे त्याच्या बॉटम वरती किती प्रेशर एक्झर्ट करत होत आहे ते आपल्याला फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे. सो फॉर दॅट प्रेशर इज इक्वल टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. हियर force acting is mg. Therefore, here we write pressure P is equal to mg divided by A. So this is equation number 1. Now, we have to find out this mass. So for that, consider the formula. Mass is equal to volume of the cylinder into density of the liquid. Therefore, M is equal to volume of the cylinder is area into height. So A into H into density is rho. So M is equal to AH rho. Let us substitute this value in equation number 1. So we get equation number 1. P is equal to AH rho into Z divided by A. So here A get cancelled. So pressure is P is equal to H rho Z. So from this equation, we conclude that the pressure depends upon height of the imaginary cylinder, density of the liquid, and acceleration due to gravity. So as P is equal to H rho Z, the pressure exerted by a fluid at a rest is independent of shape and size of the container. That means pressure is independent of area of the cylinder. ज्यावेळेस फ्लुइड हे रेस्टला असतंय त्यावेळेस ते त्याच्या शेप कंटेनरच्या शेप आणि साईज वरती डिपेंड नसतंय. म्हणजेच प्रेशर इज इंडिपेंडंट ऑफ एरिया ऑफ द सिलेंडर. नंबर 2, P is equal to H rho Z is true for liquids as well as for gases. हे जे इक्वेशन फाइंड आउट केलेलं आहे P is equal to H rho Z, this equation is true for liquids as well as for gases. Next, we have to study atmospheric pressure. So there are some points about this atmospheric pressure. Earth's atmosphere is made up of a fluid, namely air. It exerts a downward force due to its weight. The pressure due to this force is called atmospheric pressure. We know Earthचं जे atmosphere आहे ते fluid ने बनलेलं आहे म्हणजे नेमली एअर ने बनलेलं आहे and it exerts a downward force due to its weight. Therefore, the pressure due to this force, ह्या फोर्स मुळे जे प्रेशर होतंय त्या प्रेशरला म्हणायचं atmospheric pressure. So what is mean by atmospheric pressure? Pressure due to the force is called as atmospheric pressure. The atmospheric pressure is the weight of a column of air of unit cross section starting from that point and extending to the top of the atmosphere. Atmospheric pressure हे काय? Weight of the liquid of column of air of unit cross section आणि ते start करताना from that point and extend to the top of the atmosphere. Clearly, the atmospheric pressure is highest at the surface of the earth, that is at the sea level. याच्यावरून असं लक्षात येतं की atmospheric pressure हे अर्थच्या सरफेस वरती म्हणजे सी लेवलला हे हायेस्ट असतं आणि इट decreases as we go above the surface as height of the column of the air above increases. जसजसं एअरची हाईट ऑफ कॉलम अर्थच्या सरफेस पासून वाढत जाते तस तसं ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर हे डिक्रीज होत जातं आणि अर्थच्या सरफेसवरती ते हायेस्ट असतं. द ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर ॲट द सी लेवल इज कॉल्ड नॉर्मल ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. सी लेवलच्या ठिकाणी जे ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर असतं त्या ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशरला म्हटलं जातं नॉर्मल ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. The density of the air in the atmosphere decreases with increase in height and becomes negligible beyond a height of about 8 km. डेन्सिटी एअरची जी डेन्सिटी आहे ॲटमॉस्फिअर मधली ती डिक्रीज होत जाते जसजसं हाईट वाढते आणि ती निग्लिजिबल होते बियॉन्ड द हाईट ऑफ 8 किलोमीटर. 8 किलोमीटरच्या जर वरती गेलं तर ॲटमॉस्फिअर कमी झालेलं असतंय म्हणून सो दॅट द हाईट ऑफ एअर कॉलम प्रोड्युसिंग ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर ॲट द सी लेवल कॅन बी टेकन टू बी 8 किलोमीटर. 8 किलोमीटर पर्यंत ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर हे प्रोड्यूस होतं हे आपण कन्सिडर करतो. The region where gas pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure is called vacuum. Here the term is vacuum. Vacuum means what? The region where gas pressure is less than atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure पेक्षा गॅस प्रेशर ज्या रिजन मध्ये कमी असतं त्या रिजनला म्हणायचं व्हॅक्यूम. परफेक्ट ऑर ॲब्सोल्यूट व्हॅक्यूम इज व्हेन नो मॅटर. परफेक्ट किंवा ॲब्सोल्यूट व्हॅक्यूम कधी असेल त्यावेळेस तिथं मॅटरच नसेल. दॅट मीन्स नो ॲटम्स ऑर मॉलिक्यूल आर प्रेझेंट. व्हॅक्यूम मध्ये कुठले मॉलिक्युल्स किंवा ॲटम्स हे प्रेझेंट नसतात. Usually, vacuum refers to conditions when the gas pressure is considerably smaller than the atmospheric pressure. आताच इथं आपण बघितलं की ज्या रिजन मध्ये गॅस प्रेशर हे ॲटमॉस्फेरिक पेक्षा कमी असतं त्या रिजनला आपण व्हॅक्यूम म्हणतो. म्हणून व्हॅक्यूम ही रेफर केलं जातं की त्या ठिकाणी कुठली कंडिशन वापरली जाते गॅस प्रेशर हे atmospheric pressure पेक्षा smaller असते. Next, absolute pressure and gauge pressure. For this, consider the diagram. In this diagram, there is a container. This is also filled with water. Here also an imaginary cylinder is considered. There are two levels, X1 and X2. This is diagram for pressure due to an imaginary cylinder of the fluid. X1 and X2 being the heights measured from reference point. Height increasing upwards, X1 is greater than X2. X1 आणि X2 ह्या ठिकाणी काय घेतलेत रेफरन्स पॉइंट घेतलेत आणि ह्या हाईट आहेत. Here X1 is greater than X2. Here P1 and P2 these are the corresponding pressures at height X1 and X2. There are two forces F1 and F2 acting. Force F1 is acting on the top surface. F2 is acting on bottom surface. The vertical forces acting on the cylinder are cylinder वरती vertical forces act होतात. If you see in this diagram, then F1 is the force acting on the top surface. Force F1 acts downward at the top surface. Here direction of this force is in downward and is due to the weight of the water column above the cylinder. Water column जो आहे सिलेंडरच्या अभोवचा त्याच्यामुळे त्याच्या वेटमुळे ऍक्ट होणारा जो फोर्स आहे तो म्हणजे F1 असेल. Force F2 acts upward at the bottom surface of the cylinder and is due to water below the cylinder. सिलेंडरचं जे काही बिलो जे वॉटर आहे त्या वॉटरमुळं या बॉटम सरफेस वरती F2 हा फोर्स ऍक्ट होत आहे. F1 is force on the top surface downwards and F2 is the force on bottom surface acts upwards. The gravitational force on the water enclosed in the cylinder is mg, where m is the mass of the water in the cylinder. सिलेंडर मधलं जे काही वॉटर आहे त्या वॉटर मुळे जो काही फोर्स ऍक्ट होतोय तो फोर्स म्हणजे mg and that is acting in downward direction. So here F1 and mg acting in downward direction, that means in same direction, and F2 is acting in upward direction, that is opposite direction. So here these two forces balances the F2. So we have to write the equation F2 is equal to F1 plus mg by the diagram. This is equation number 1. Here we know that pressure is equal to force upon area. Therefore, force is equal to pressure into area. So F1 is equal to P1 into A and F2 is equal to P2 into A, equation number 2. Also, the mass of water in the cylinder can be written as mass is equal to density into volume. Here density of the liquid is a rho and volume is V. So M is equal to rho V. Therefore, M is equal to rho into A into x1 minus x2. Here volume means area into height. So height of the liquid column is x1 minus x2. Therefore, M is equal to rho into A into x1 minus x2, equation number 3. From equation 2 and 3, equation 1 becomes, if you substitute equation 2 and 3 in equation number 1, then equation 1 becomes, substitute this instead of F2, we can write the P2 into A, that is equal to, instead of F1, we can write P1 into A plus rho Ag into x1 minus x2. So here A is common on both sides and it get cancelled. Therefore, equation remains P2 is equal to P1 plus rho into G into x1 minus x2. So this equation can be used to find the pressure inside a liquid and also atmospheric pressure. हे जे इक्वेशन आहे हे यूज करू शकतो आपण कशासाठी, प्रेशर इनसाइड द लिक्विड अँड ऑल्सो द ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. प्रेशर इनसाइड द लिक्विड म्हणजे ॲज अ फंक्शन ऑफ डेप्थ बिलो द लिक्विड सरफेस अँड ॲटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर म्हणजे ॲज अ फंक्शन ऑफ अल्टिट्यूड ऑर हाईट अबव्ह द सी लेवल. हे जे इक्वेशन आहे त्या इक्वेशनच्या सहाय्याने आपण प्रेशर फाइंड आउट करू शकतो इनसाइड द लिक्विड and also the atmospheric pressure. Then we have to find out the pressure P at a depth h below the liquid surface. So let us consider this diagram. So here is a container and in this container we consider the imaginary cylinder, and this imaginary cylinder is below the liquid surface. Here is the surface of the liquid and it is at exactly below the liquid surface. So there is also two levels x1 and x2 and h is the height of the imaginary cylinder. That means h is equal to x1 minus x2. So let level be x1. This is the surface, liquid surface level. Let x2 be some point at depth h below the surface. आणि x2 हा एक पॉइंट आहे, तो डेप्थ h या ठिकाणी आहे. Let P0 be the atmospheric pressure at the surface that is at x1. x1 च्या ठिकाणी P0 हे काय त्या ठिकाणी atmospheric pressure आहे. Then substituting x1 is equal to 0. Liquid surface ला x1 0 आहे. Pressure P1 is equal to P0. x2 is equal to minus h and P2 is equal to P. In the equation, P2 is equal to P1 plus rho g into x1 minus x2. Before this, we have studied this equation. P2 is equal to P1 plus rho into g into x1 minus x2. So, if we substitute these terms, so we get P is equal to P0 plus h rho z. Here we substitute P2. Instead of P2, we substitute P. Instead of P1, we substitute P0. Instead of x1, we substitute 0. And instead of x2 minus h, here minus becomes plus. So equation becomes P is equal to P0 plus h rho z. The above equation gives the total pressure or absolute pressure P at a depth h below the surface of liquid. हे जे आपल्याला इक्वेशन मिळालंय ते म्हणजे टोटल प्रेशरसाठी किंवा त्यालाच ॲब्सोल्यूट प्रेशर म्हटलं जातं ॲट डेप्थ h below the surface of the liquid. The total pressure P at the depth h is the sum of, from this equation जर बघितलं तर हे P जो आहे टोटल प्रेशर हे सम आहे. कुणाची सम आहे? नंबर 1, P0 be the pressure due to the atmosphere which acts on the surface of the liquid. P0 हे प्रेशर आहे ते ॲटमॉस्फिअर मुळे ऍक्ट होत आहे. लिक्विड सरफेसच्या बाहेर एक ॲटमॉस्फिअर आहे आणि त्या ॲटमॉस्फिअर मुळे P0 हे प्रेशर ऍक्ट होत आहे ते लिक्विडच्या सरफेसवरती. नंबर 2, h rho z is the pressure due to liquid at depth h. This equation is studied in the article pressure due to liquid column. In that we know that pressure is h rho z. Therefore, the difference between the absolute pressure and the atmospheric pressure is called the Gauss pressure. Absolute pressure आणि atmospheric pressure यांच्यामधल्या डिफरन्सला म्हणायचं गॉस प्रेशर. आता या ठिकाणी ॲब्सोल्यूट प्रेशर म्हणजे P असेल आणि atmospheric प्रेशर म्हणजे P0 असेल. त्या दोघांमधला डिफरन्स जो असेल तो म्हणजे गेज प्रेशर असेल. Using equation number A, gauge pressure at depth h below the liquid surface can be written as P minus P0 is equal to h rho z. P minus P0 म्हणजे it is the difference between absolute pressure and atmospheric pressure is h rho z, that is known as gauge pressure. So this is the equation for gauge pressure. So in this equation we establish the relation between absolute pressure and the gauge pressure. Next, the atmospheric pressure at a distance d above the liquid surface. लिक्विडच्या सरफेस वरती d एवढ्या डिस्टन्स वरती आपल्याला atmospheric pressure find out करायचं आहे. So let us consider the diagram. In this diagram we consider the container which is filled with water, but here imaginary cylinder is taken above the liquid surface. That means imaginary cylinder is considered in the air. Atmosphere मध्ये आपण ते consider केले. So here x1 and x2 these are two levels. So x1 आणि x2 यांच्यामधलं जे डिस्टन्स आहे ते d ने डिनोट केलंय. त्याला करस्पॉन्डिंग जे प्रेशर आहे P1 आणि P2. So here we take the P1 is equal to P and P2 is equal to P0. We substitute x1 is equal to d, P1 is equal to P, x2 is equal to 0. So here x2 is a reference point. तर 0 घेतलाय. x1 it is at distance d, so x1 is equal to d, p2 is equal to p0, and rho is equal to rho air. Here density is the density of the area. Therefore equation p2 is equal to p1 plus rho z into x1 minus x2. This equation is studied in previous article. So let us substitute these factors. So we get p0 is equal to p plus rho z into d minus 0. So it becomes p0 is equal to p plus d into rho air into g. This is, so we get p is equal to p0 minus d into rho air into g. So this is, p is the atmospheric pressure at a depth d. किती असेल ते p0 minus d into rho air into g. So in these three articles we consider the imaginary cylinder at three different positions. In first article we take the imaginary cylinder inside the liquid. In second we consider the imaginary cylinder below the free surface of liquid, and here imaginary cylinder above the liquid surface. Thank you.